Whew, someone, guys. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. All the fathers. I put a post today on X, Twitter, and I said, we'd all be celebrating Father's Day if it wasn't for is it called Mary Stopes? If it wasn't for Mary Stopes is an abortion clinic here in Joburg. I don't know if there's any other branches. Very, very, very famous or notorious or infamous. Our sisters have dropped many babies there. But yeah, so I was saying happy Father's Day to all those potential dads. Unfortunately, things happen differently. Morning after. And I said that in tongue in cheek because every Mother's Day we get those posts saying happy Mother's Day to all potential mothers that can't have kids, mothers that have lost kids, angel moms, njalo nje, cat moms, plant moms, dog moms, njalo, sort of the same papayana thing. But Father's Day, it's none of that. You know, fathers, the only time you get celebrated on Father's Day is if you're a present dad. If you're a present dad, then you get celebrated. Forget ukuthi oh mama aba aborta get celebrated abanye in certain spaces. Angel moms, or moms that want to have kids but can't. Then you're not a mom. If I want to have a Ferrari but I don't have one, I don't own a Ferrari. I'm not a Ferrarian. Yabo. So it's just one of those things that just make me so mad. I get so triggered on Father's Day because a lot of my close friends and family are fighting a lot of silent battles. They're struggling to get access to their kids. A lot of my friends and family do absolutely everything in their power, you know, and it's whether it's the court system, whether it is umama who's just absolutely toxic, running away with the child. You know, it's those type of things that make it incredibly difficult. And just again, when I say running away, because some people don't understand, like, why don't you go to court? Because umama you can have custody of the child, you know, where you have every second weekend, and then they say, okay, you need to fetch the child. You guys are based in Joburg. Next thing she says, she's relocating to, I don't know, fucking Eastern Cape. She's in East London. You know, now you need to what? Fly every second weekend. So let's be realistic. Let's be realistic when we think about the cost of flights, the accommodation, all that. Realistically speaking, understanding the landscape of South Africa, understanding financially, that then becomes an unrealistic thing. So you might see your child once a month, once every 2 months, you know. So, and again, depending on how she plays it, because those weekends that may be your weekends, she might not be available. She's taking the kids to fucking Offenbaba or wherever, you know. Now you have to play Where's Wally with your kids. You know, there's many gaps in the legal system. And, you know, our sisters like bitching and moaning about, oh, he's an absent dad, he's not trying to believe the law. God, when there's anything that has to do with rape or what, then you know how fucked up our law system is. When it comes to GBV, rape, sexual assault, all those things, our sisters fully understand that the system is fucked and the system is geared against any sort of justice. But when it comes to dads who really are trying and really want to have access to their kids, oh, then they must go legal. They must go get lawyers. They must just get lawyers. So stupid. But I get emotional. I get emotional because, again, I wake up with my kids jumping on my bed. You know, I wake up with my kids. Today they were singing me Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to, like, stupid. You know, I am blessed. You know, they make me breakfast, lunch. I know what's coming back from gym. I'm willing to bet R1 billion. I'll get home and there'll be a nice Jameson or a Clip Drift premium waiting for me. I know this, you know, I because I'm in a position of privilege, doesn't mean that the people around me are in the same position. And best believe they have the same heart. They want what's best for their kids the same way that I want what's best for their kids. They just are in toxic spaces. And no one wants to talk about that. We want to talk about toxic this, toxic that, not understanding that there's toxic moms. People that shouldn't be mothers. They should have been to Mary Stopes. They should have had the morning after pill. But again, they're using this child and weaponizing this child against the dad who might have hurt them or didn't want to marry them or cheated. Okay, sure. Punch the guy in the nuts. I get you. But don't punish the kid. Don't punish the kid. You know, I scroll on Instagram and Jealous? Am I jealous? Let's just use the word jealous. I'm jealous when I see some of my friends with their fathers. You know, Chita's 40 years old, taking a picture with Itaima who's 70, you know, old man. I'm like, oh shit, I grew up without that shit. I don't know what it's like having a mentor, someone who can guide me from a male point, you know, you know, this is how you change a tire. Hey, don't go for those type of girls. They move like this. No, when you start a business, this is I didn't have that. I didn't. I had to figure it out, trial and error. And I know a lot of you guys can relate because a lot of you guys don't have strong father figures. You don't. You have to kind of like piece it together. You know, you have to draw inspiration from watching TV or Jack Mabaso, no Achimoroga. You have to draw inspiration from some of these fake ass celebrities trying to, hey, I wanna, if I can do this like that celebrity, if I can do, like you have to piece it together because you don't have anything strong in the household that you've seen that is guiding you. You know, whether it's guiding you through actions or through words, but that is assisting. Some of us didn't have that. So I am a little bit envious when I watch some of my friends on stories, them posting their balis and the things that they do with their balis and, you know, that type of mentorship. But I said, I'd want to do that for my kids, you know, and I'm trying my best. I really am, you know, but it pains me when a lot of my friends who didn't have that, and then on top of that, now in situations where they can't even do that for their kids because of gatekeepers, because of whatever fucking bullshit that is happening. You know, again, I'm not saying when I see you need to love this guy, forgive him for whatever. No, fuck him. If he hurt you, fuck him. Sub-boost. You know, all I'm saying is don't punish the kids. All I'm saying is that you need to understand, Uguti, there's a dynamic between you and him, and he's a loser and a clown. And hopefully every time he passes by any sort of corner, be it a coffee table, be it a step, he busts his toe open. I got you. I'm on your side, sister. But again, don't punish the kids. They need that energy system. They need, I know some of you guys think you can do it all. You really can't. You really can't. You know, I'm giving everything I can. Everything I can. And I know when it comes to my kids, I'm probably pouring 5%. God bless the mothers. They pouring the 95. They have it the hardest, you know. And I think I'm really pouring. And every now and again, people give me flowers, blah, 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 blah. But again, the mothers do so much. But it takes the both of us. Now I'm the 5% of me bad. We are bad, the 5%. We are bad, the 5%. We're now. But again, it's just, we need to do better as a society. I talk about relationships. I talk about brothers that keep sleeping around and thinking Utiba is sog and they beat their chest. I speak about slay queens and sisters that hoe around. I speak about the toxicity of how people hurt each other, cheat on each other, how people aren't loyal. I speak about all of that. But again, the next step is having kids. And if you guys can't have a just respectful, I'm happy because maybe that's too much for some people. Just a respectful relationship. Mangakwazi nje ukujola ngesihle and break up ngesihle nihloniphane. If you guys can't even do that, how are you going to co-parent? Oh, but I wait till I get married. Okay, then you get divorced. You can't handle arguing with your boyfriend after 3 months. Imagine a man that you love and then after 2 years of marriage cheats on you. You with your current nigga, when he does something that you don't like and you don't speak to him for a week and then you start posting saucy pictures so that other niggas can like and you can make him jealous. You already don't have any decorum and etiquette around being angry in a relationship. How are you gonna get it right when you're married? Where do you think mentally? You think when they put the ring, it's a superpower? You know, njengalo in the special to Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, le ring wayifaka magic. Well, we got in the Captain Planet. Mawufaka iring yakhona umqondo. No, mawislima emjolweni uzoba islima emshadweni, uzoba islima as umzali. Uzoba islima right through. If you can't respect your partner in a relationship, but if you can't respect usisi in a relationship, then kuzoba nzima ukumrespect emshadweni and kuzoba nzima ukumrespecta as umama. Vice versa. Sis wait, if you can't respect your man as a partner, insajola after a week, after a day, if you can't respect him, you know, irrespect into that it's you earn respect. That's some bullshit that you guys read off a meme. Inhlonipho nje umuntu uyamhlonipha. Umuntu uyamhlonipha mawuhlangana nomuntu osebenza eMcDonald's uyamhlonipha. Uhlangana naye manje uyamhlonipha manje. Mawuhlangana nobhuti oyi-CEO absa uyamhlonipha. Mawuhlangana nosisi who's a orthopedic surgeon uyamhlonipha. Umuntu nje uyahlonishwa. Then ngiyamhlonipha, nithandane, qhubeke, nishade noma ningashadi nibe ningane uqhubeka umhloniphe. They fuck around, they cheat on you, fuck her, fuck him, but uzohlonipha ubuzali bakhe. Yena usifebe, sex febe. I hope you never find another man ever and you become sad and lonely in a relationship form. But as a mother, I pray you nothing but blessings so that you can pour as best as you can into my kids. I know I'm being salty and I'm being sour, but I'm hoping that you guys get my point. I'm just trying to say, Guti, if you come from that toxic space, please don't punish the kids, guys. Guys. Punish ingane don't deserve that. As baba, Nat, we also deserve to wake up with our kids having made us some dodgy breakfast with a bit of eggshells in it. Everybody deserves those messed up handwritten letters. We do. When and they lost like 2 weeks and then they fall, we deserve all of those papanyana things. Supposed to that day, because again, fathers, you understand, like being a father is like working backstage. It's like the most underpraised role. Like it really is. If my kids know all the time, if we come back from a restaurant, the first person they thank is their mother. If we come from holiday, they thank their mother. If they're after the meal, they thank their mother. They thank their mother all the time. My mom is the best. Thank you, mom. No one comes and says, Baba, thank you for groceries and electricity. Thank you for paying for the pond. Thank you for paying for the... No one thanks me nothing. And I guess it's part of being a man. I'm just saying it's thankless at times. However, Sissy, you can just thank us by respecting us and giving us access to our kids. Nobody doesn't pay for anything, doesn't pay. Let him figure it out. And if he's deadbeat, he doesn't pay. Take the child, give it to him. Let him figure it out. He's the father. Anything happens, he'll get arrested. Don't worry. 99.9999% of the time, Ubaba who's actually really fighting to get his child, and then he's not paying whatever. Should you take the child and give it to the father? Watch him step up. That's what happens. I've seen it, guys. I'm talking as a man, having seen hundreds of men go through this shit. Guys. Anyway, as I was saying, happy Father's Day to all fathers. You guys have a weak pull-out game. None you guys have a weak pull-out game. God bless morning after pulse. Now my weak pull-out game in. So nje ningasipora nani ni week thina si week siyazazi siyavuma but nani ni week nje nisizwa ukuthi osisabafuna ukuba ningani nani. Anyway, let me leave before I touch a nerve. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Blessings to everyone. I love everyone. We need to work harder as a community to fix it, because you guys know, sisters, brothers, you guys know that we fucked it up. All of us, we fucked it up. So let's just do better. But comment below, share this video far and wide. Let's have these conversations. Let's grow society. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all those good things, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Sharp, guys. I'm out.